They said Ngozi was lucky, a young, beautiful woman from a humble family, chosen to marry into the wealthy Obidake family from a remote village far from the city. The wedding was grand. Drums echoed through the night, elders danced, palm wine flowed like water. But as darkness settled, something felt off. From her bridal chamber, Ngozi heard soft weeping outside the window. Women's cries, low, haunting, like a distant funeral song. She rushed to the window, but there was no one there, just the rustling of palm leaves and the cold, watching night. The days passed. Ngozi noticed that her husband, Chike, was loving during the day but disappeared every midnight without a word. She pretended to sleep one night, and when he quietly left the room, she followed. Barefoot, heart pounding, she crept through the moonlit compound until she reached the family shrine, a small hut behind the house covered with old wedding veils and dried white flowers. Inside, she saw him kneeling before an altar of bones and river stones. He was whispering, not to any human, but to something unseen. The next morning, Ngozi tried to speak to him. "Chike, where do you go at night?" He smiled gently and kissed her forehead. "Some questions, my wife, are better left unanswered." Her uneasiness grew. She began hearing whispers from the maids, fragments of conversations quickly silenced when she entered. "The spirit bride has returned. She looks just like the last one. May the river accept her." One night, Ngozi hid behind the trees near the shrine. The elders gathered, dressed in white wrappers, their bodies marked with chalk. A priestess lifted her hands to the sky and declared, "The 10th year has come. The river waits for her bride." Ngozi's blood ran cold. They weren't talking about someone else. They were talking about her. The truth struck like thunder. The Obidake family's wealth wasn't natural. It was bought with blood. Every 10 years, they married a woman, led her to the river, and offered her as a spirit bride to the river goddess in exchange for continued fortune. And Ngozi was next. On the 10th night, they dressed her in a flowing